Hi, this is Paul Hawxhurst from Canon USA, and we are here introducing the new EOS C400 cinema camera. We're really excited about this. The camera comes with a native RF mount, has a 6K full-frame back-illuminated stacked CMOS sensor. It can do internal RAW recording, 6K up to 60 frames a second, 4K up to 120 frames a second, and 2K up to 180 frames per second. All right. We've crammed a whole bunch of new features into this camera, a whole bunch of I/O. Before, we had expansion units on our C300 and our C500 that would give you things like return video, extra XLR outputs, power outputs. We've crammed into this a whole bunch of new I/O. All right, we've gone with mini XLRs for audio, but we've also gone with DIN connectors for timecode and Genlock and return video. And that return video is going to be really important for live event companies. All right, we are going with one CF Express Type B card and one SD card for here. That CF Express card, if you record your internal RAW or your other codecs such as XF-ABC or XF-HEVC-S and XF-ABC-S. Those are two new codecs that we have in this camera, all right? The SD card cannot record the RAW, but it can record everything else. So that'll be really handy actually, because you can record proxies to the SD card from the RAW, all right? One of the biggest features about this camera is the triple base ISO. Triple base ISO gives you base ISOs of 800, 3200, and 12,800, all right? That just gives you a whole bunch of creative options to use when you're choosing which ISO you want to go. Say you want to shoot at 1600 ISO, go to base 3200 and pull down to 1600. You get a really beautiful, clean shadows and lots of shadow detail. All right? We have done a big thing where we have redesigned the LCD screen and the mounting system for it. It's now a 3.5-inch LCD screen. It uses a USB-C connector. Now, this is going to be really big because we're going to be able to create a lot of different options for that cable for getting much longer cables. And third-party companies are going to be able to really utilize that as well. The new mounting system is much easier compared to our previous one. We have a single 15mm rod and a NATO rail, and then 360-degree movements on the bracket. So really versatile there. We have a brand new top handle with 3 screws into the camera, so it's really strong. On top of the camera, we have a multi-function hot shoe. This gives you both power and control over certain accessories, such as the Tascam XLR adapter, which will give you 2 more XLR outputs for the camera, outputs and inputs for the camera, all right? But when you use the top handle, it slides right into that hot shoe. Well, the handle has a pass-through for that, so the hot shoe is also on top of the handle as well. So very cool there. Our hand grip on the camera that comes with it is very much like the hand grips we've always had, but it also uses a USB-C connector as well. We've added a couple more user buttons onto it, but people familiar with that hand grip will also be very familiar here. One of the big things that we've also done is included a full-size Ethernet port. Before, we had to use an expansion unit to get the Ethernet port, and now it's built into the side of the camera. That Ethernet port is going to give us not only XC protocol, but also our brand new Canon virtual system, the Canon Virtual Protocol. This will allow you to do real-time, frame-by-frame metadata out to Unreal Engine. So if you're using it in a virtual production type situation, you can do all that lens mapping in real time. So very cool there. We have the same batteries, the BPA series of batteries, but we also have a new battery, BPA N series. And with those N series, it will power the multifunction shoe, but also the new 12-pin Hirose lens terminal can also be powered from those batteries. You can still use your old BPA batteries, but when you use your old ones, you won't get powered to the 12-pin Hirose on the front, all right? That 12-pin Hirose connector is used for your CINE-SERVO lenses and your broadcast lenses. All right, well that about kind of wraps up this camera here. It's going to go on sale in September. It's going to be $7,999. For more information, you can come to our website, usa.canon.com.